The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank and the Worcester Railers Hockey Club.
Coming up next on the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy. One last game at Fitton Field this season as St. John's and St. Peter-Marian renew their bitter rivalry. Another year in a great rivalry as the Southbridge Pioneers visit the Bartlett Indians. The Battle of Breezy Bend adds another chapter as Leicester hosts David Prouty. We'll head on down to the valley for the Battle of the Bridges as Uxbridge visits Northbridge. And bitter rivals face off yet again as the Shepherd Hill Rams visit the Tantascwa Warriors. It's a day to give thanks, and let's make Thanksgiving mean something again. The frenzy begins right now. Let's go. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the Frenzy. Kevin Shea, Andy Lacombe. This is the greatest tradition in high school sports, the Thanksgiving Day football games. It binds communities together. You have players that played 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago. When they come back, they're all from the same football family. They're all Wachusett football family. They're all Oxford football family. And it doesn't matter. There's that instant bond and instant connection, and it's forged with the history they have on the gridiron.
I heard stories today of people that have talking about their game 25 plus years ago. Another gentleman has been to the same game for 60 plus years straight. Thanksgiving, there's nothing like it.
No, you're right. That's great devotion to your town, to your team. All right, let's start with one of the oldest Thanksgiving Day rivalries, St. John's and St. Peter-Marian. Second quarter, Steve Bachalia, great throw to Coleman Drugach. In for the touchdown, 26-7, St. John's in front. St. Peter-Marian answering. Danny Mom hooking up with DeMar Langford for the touchdown. It's 26-14, and that was the score at the half. Third quarter, St. Peter-Marian playing some defense. P.J. Barry in man coverage. And a great play by Barry getting up and breaking it up. Would have been 6. Next, St. John's possession. Bachalia. Great throw to Nick Pallotta. Hits him in stride. Sensational fingertip grab. 39 yards on the touchdown strike. 32-14. St. John's in front. St. John's going for 2. Bachalia. Great arm strength and poise. Throws a seed to Josh Stressa. He hauls it in. 34-14. St. John's in front. St. John's continuing to hit on all cylinders on offense. Bachalia up top to Drugach for the touchdown. It is 40-14 St. John's. But no quit in the St. Peter-Marian Guardians. Fourth quarter. SPM hitting hard. Pat Gallant delivering the blow. And yes, there's some animosity and hatred in this game.
Healthy animosity.
St. Peter-Marian defense pressuring. An intentional grounding call in the end zone, so 2 points into safety, 40-16. Third and long for St. Peter's. Mom scrambling. Danny with a gun for an arm. Hooks up with Matt Murphy. Huge gainer and a first down for the Guardians. Next play, 2:07 left in the game. Mom. A perfect pass to Anthony Baxter. Baxter hauls it in for the touchdown, 40-24. St. Peter's gets another TD with a minute left, but St. John's holds on. They win it 40-32 in the highest scoring game in the 92-year history of this matchup.
Valley Tech and Nipmuc, they came across the street. Did the Beavers today to take on Nipmuc, the homestanding team. There's Arch. Always ready for a good Thanksgiving Day. The Battle of Pleasant Street. Here we go. Early third. Defense's reign. Sam Nero with the quarterback tackle for a loss. Then it's third. Late in the third, Ryan Richards to Cam Busby for the big gainer down to the 15. 4th and 13 coming up next. Richards up top. Zach Hunter. Great grab. Back of the end zone. The Warriors lead 26-7 at this point. Here comes BVT. Kevin Barthelms. Tough run. Dragging some tacklers to the Nipmuc 32. You want to talk about healthy animosity? These two guys are right across the street from each other. Petrie, yeah. A dart over the middle to Dylan Ramos. Hector Petrie having a nice year. BVT knocking at the door. Drive capped. Barthelms driving in from the 3. The lead is cut to 26-14.
You could even use the word hatred in this rivalry.
You could. Arch knows. BVT coach is sitting in a pickup truck parked on Pleasant Street. They're having some soft drinks up there. They're calling plays. BVT looking to make one last run. Petrie back to pass. Matt Richards with the big sack to stop the drive. Nipmuc wins their second in a row in this series, 26-14. A great season for the Warriors.
Last year we got a winning season. They did that. This year, those captains bring it up a notch. You know, we got a league championship, a Central Mass championship, you know, 2 back-to-back Thanksgivings, and because they hadn't won one in 7 years until last year, and now this is 2 straight.
You know, we knew coming into this, we played the same way we did last week. You know, we'd win. We really came together towards the end of the season as a team, and I mean, you know, everyone played out of their minds today. It was awesome. It was a great game.
We played really bad against Holy Name here at home. That loss is when we found ourselves. You know, we didn't play well, whatever, and since then, these kids have really stepped it up, and they played free. They weren't afraid to lose. They weren't afraid to play. And no matter what, they just went out and played their hearts off. So it's a credit to the kids.
How you feel? 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 Right down, right down, right down, right down. Let's get
Once again, good morning. All right, so Shepherd Hill's feeling fired up to take on Tantascwa. Scoreless in the first quarter. And it is a handoff and a fumble, and Shepherd Hill recovers. Ensuing drive. The Hill handing off to Kevin Mensah. Mensah getting to the outside, showing you his speed. He is gone to the house. 7-0 Rams. More from the Shepherd Hill offense. Mick Sullivan airing it out, hooking up with Anthony Jones. Jones breaks the tackle. Land of 6. It's 14-0 Rams.
Pass complete.
Next up, Sullivan on the handoff. That was McKeon instead for the touchdown. Good bloodlines there with the McKeons. And it is Mensah on the handoff, and it is Mensah doing some things down the sideline. And this is why the Division I college coaches love it. 21-0 Rams in front. Tantascwa driving for the Shepherd Hill defense. Bowing up. They caused the fumble. It is a strip and a run. Anthony Jones. No, it's Brendan McKeon again. And we cut it off. And now here's the extra point. McKeon stripped it, took it for the touchdown, and Shepherd Hill wins it 55-0. Your final.
I'm loving it.
Thank God for my spotter.
VFW trophy on the line. The 96th Thanksgiving meeting between Bartlett and Southbridge. Third quarter, 12-7 Southbridge. Bartlett's Cody Adams hitting Anthony Gremsky. Got a great block, and then there goes Gremsky. Speeding down, 64 yards for the touchdown. It is 14-12. Bartlett. Southbridge responds. Jose Miranda powering into the end zone. They call him Poppy, and he's in for a touchdown. Made it 18-14, and the alums like Tyler Ramsey loving it. One of the greatest Southbridge players of all time. Bartlett responds. Adams behind a Tyler Davern block made it 20-18 Indians.
Ramsey, one of the hardest hitters in Central Mass
yeah,
history.
you know, he's not done in these highlights either. Fourth quarter, Pioneers halfback pass. Miranda to Tim Williamson, great adjustment for the touchdown. Where's Ramsey? There he is. He's fired up. 26-20 Southbridge. Turning point in the game. Pioneers defense forcing a fumble, and it's Poppy coming away with it. Miranda recovering the fumble, and then Miranda carrying the mail behind Hayden Blackmore, and the sophomore helping push the pile into the end zone. 32-20 Pioneers at that point.
Where's the Marist Fox now?
They are,
the old Marist Fox.
He's always there on Thanksgiving. The Pioneers bring it. This is a great, great atmosphere. Cameron Miranda caps the scoring with a touchdown run. 39-21 Pioneers. Southbridge wins back-to-back games in the series. They win the VFW trophy.
Feels great. If I wasn't for my line, I wouldn't do it. It's been good because I've been playing for 5 years on this team. Wish I could play longer, but it's over. But it felt great. Good ride.
He knows Southbridge, outstanding performance by Frank's bunch today. This is Northbridge and Uxbridge on the 10-year anniversary when John Young and the 0-10 Uxbridge team defeated Northbridge on Thanksgiving in Zach Green's crowd. So here we go, 13-7 Northbridge into the third quarter. Max White Cohen intercepted by Jake McNeil, and McNeil bringing it back.
They're going to put your picture up on the barn at the
They know.
dartboard.
They know. Hey, you know, Greeny told me he has been healed by now. John Marzik to McNeil. McNeil swallowed up by the defense, but emerges from the pile, and he's dragged away down the 20-yard line. Fourth quarter, one of the most prolific kickers in the game and the most prolific kicker in Rams history, Jeff Reichert, with the field goal, 16-7, Northbridge. Uxbridge trying to come back. John Marzik, Black Jack Marzik, with the defensive play in the secondary. Next play, looking to throw again, and Tim Haverty elevating, high pointing the football. The linebacker with the pick for Northbridge. The Northbridge D standing on its head. McNeil then running up the middle. Cameron Butler's going to finally get to him. Northbridge gets the win, 16-7. The Rams get one back on Uxie.
We did what we had to do, and we did it. So, and then the big part was controlling the ball at the last 7 or 8 minutes. So that felt pretty good.
On Thanksgiving, you know how everyone loves Thanksgiving. We got alums coming from everywhere around, and they all come to watch us play here at Northbridge and Uxbridge play against us. Everyone loves it. So honestly, to give those people back the win is just like probably the greatest feeling ever.
It's honestly crazy. It just comes so fast for me to be in my last game and go out with a bang like that. It really means a lot.
You are participating in the greatest thing high school football has to offer. Thanksgiving morning. In front of friends, family, classmates, alumni that haven't been here. There's only one sport still playing in the fall. Only one sport plays on Thanksgiving morning. And that's you. Something happens magically on this day. And I don't know who it's going to be. One of you guys is going to do something today. One of you, 2 of you, 3 of you. And all 11 are going to play on offense, and all 11 are going to hit on defense, and we're going to play on special teams, and we're going to run.
Hell yeah. Outstanding, I love it. Mike Dobzinski firing up Wachusett. Hal Lane, the man who the field is named after, honored before the game. He's a Wachusett Hall of Famer. His grandsons play for Shrewsbury, so it's a house divided. And his son coaches for Worcester Tech. First possession of the game, Drew Campanale. On the run, buying time, great poise. Fires and hits Ryan Trokey down the field, and it is a big gainer for the Colonials. Next play, Campanale. Great play fake. Going up top, a beautiful throw. Chris Campbell hauling it into the end zone. 7-0 Shrewsbury in front. Wachusett driving. A.J. Laramie, great defense, jumping underneath the receiver. One-handed interception. Just a sensational defensive play. Campanale going to work again. Firing a dart to Connor McCauley. And it's a big gainer, and now they are deep into Wachusett territory. Campanale. Play action. Laser to Jared Godek. Land of 6. It's 14-0 Shrewsbury in front. Second quarter now in the Wachusett defense. Playing tough. Blake Lewis. Coming on the blitz off the edge. Lewis gets the sack. And the Mountaineers battling. Shrewsbury playing some good defense as well. And playing so well as a unit. Nick DiGirolamo right at the point of attack. Beautiful tackle. Colonials tough on defense. Shrewsbury getting the interception and the win, 14-7, your final.
They didn't have to win. They're playing for the state championship. Got to give it up for the effort on Thanksgiving Day. Fitchburg and Leominster. This
Kingsborough
is
and Groton Dunstable.
Okay.
Jumping the gun.
Woo! I'm getting excited.
I know. Scores 13-7 Groton Dunstable. Kingsborough on 3rd and goal. Kyle LaForge rolling, keeps it. And he's into the end zone. 14-13, Tingsboro in front. Now it's Groton's Michael Tamaro. Firing to Jack O'Neill. Tamaro, beautiful throw. O'Neill hauls it in over his shoulder for 6. And the Groton Dunstable faithful are loving it. And they're going for the 2-point conversion. It is Logan Higgins handing off to Mitchell Townsend. And he throws to Tamarano. Tamaro for the extra 2. Groton Dunstable wins it 21-14, your final.
It was a great challenge to go and get it done today. Our seniors really stepped forward. I thought Nate Forbes was was awesome.
We've got the better half of these guys the past 6 or 7 years or so, so obviously we expected them to do something crazy. So, I mean, we just had to come over here, play good football, and win the game. I don't know many people in Massachusetts who get to say they came out with 4 wins on Thanksgiving, so, I mean, it's the greatest feeling in the world.
All right, drinking from the cup.
That is outstanding.
Ginger ale.
Now to the historic rivalry between Fitchburg and Leominster. And the Leominster crowd loving things today because they're up 42-6, fourth quarter. Fitchburg's Andrew Brooks, the option, tossed to Alex Marrero. The great run, and Marrero's going to score to make it 42-12. The Leominster fans were already saying, hey, hey, goodbye at that point.
Whoops.
Still fourth quarter. Leominster's Dezine Figueroa with a long run, handing it off, and it's going to end up as a touchdown. Leominster getting the win, 49-12, and they're all fired up. Cheerleaders enjoying the festivities
Leominster
today.
always has a great cheering section. Going back to that Wachusett Shrewsbury game, you mentioned Shrewsbury's playing for a state championship next Saturday, a week from this Saturday. So they put it to a vote with their players. Do you want to play? Do you want to rest and make sure that everyone's healthy for the Super Bowl? The Shrewsbury players said loud and clear, we want to play for the win on Thanksgiving. We are competitors. Hats off to everyone in that Shrewsbury locker room and the coaching staff. They played everyone. They played to win today, and they got to win a tough, hard-fought win over a very physical Wachusett team.
No place I would rather be on Thanksgiving morning than Southbridge or Bartlett, 2 great football communities that back their high school football programs, and this game will mean something for as long as there is high school football on Thanksgiving Day. Alums are out. It's a battle to the end. It doesn't matter the records in this one. 96 years, and one guy's been going since the 40s. We saw him there today on the sideline supporting his club. What a game. Love it. Love the atmosphere. The fans were great. Love that game.
And I love that they have the Commander-in-Chief trophy there, too. But now you look at that St. John's and St. Peter-Marian game, too, and this was a 1-touchdown game, the highest scoring game in the 92-year history of this game. And, you know, over the last couple of years, there's been times when people say, is this rivalry going to end? At some point, is St. John's the gap going to be too big there between them and St. Peter's? Not now, not today. This was a heck of a football game. St. Peter's with an onside kick, down 8. Late in the game, St. John's recovers, able to run out the clock. But this was a great game between 2 football teams with a lot of pride, good, healthy animosity on the field. I love it. I love to see in this day and age where everyone's helping each other up and everyone's saying, patting each other on the back. We're teammates in the offseason on our AAU team. This was teams that wanted to knock each other down and keep each other down.
You know, Northbridge won a state championship last year. Totally different team this year, but they win their final game of the season, and their seniors, at least in their minds, probably right a little bit of a wrong because they lost the Thanksgiving Day game last year to Uxbridge. They get that win this year, and Kev, this season not done for Blackstone Valley Tech. They're still playing football. They have a Voc Tech championship coming up later this week. They played Nipmuc, a tough team who had a great playoff run.
And they'll have a, kind of a short turnaround to get everyone up again, get ready for that game. The Groton-Dunstable kids couldn't have said it better. It is such a great tradition. They will remember for the rest of their lives, and they win 4 years in a row on Thanksgiving. Hats off to the Crusaders. All right, this is just the first course of our meal today. Plenty more to come on the Thanksgiving Day Frenzy. Stay with us.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank and the Worcester Railers Hockey Club.
All right, plenty more football to get to and some great rivalries, some long-standing, some short-term. Sutton, BMR, this is a shorter rivalry. Both schools haven't had football that long, but the Sutton team getting fired up before this one with help from their coach, Ryan Daly.
44 minutes of football. That's what you have in front of you. You do it for yourselves. You do it for your teammate. You do it for the past alum. You do it for everybody that's come through before you and has yet to come through. This is where you leave your legacy mark. Down on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, so Sutton's ready to go. Coach Daly's got him fired up. Opening kickoff, BMR's Brian Serro returning it, getting some good blocking, good speed, and taking him down to the 28-yard line. Shoved out of bounds there, Chargers in great field position. Robbie Seifring taking it up the middle and into the end zone. 7-0 BMR. Sutton, Tucker Hurl. Tucking the ball and running it up the side on the quarterback keeper. And into the end zone. PAT no good, so it is a 7-6 game. BMR up by 1. Seafrin airing it out and hooking up with Jake Wolensack. What a grab. Great concentration. He takes it to the land of 6. It's 14-6 BMR. 4th down for Sutton now. Harrell looking to pass, but Brian McMahon getting in with a big sack for the Chargers. BMR's Sam Parker lugging the mail. Parker with some tough sledding up the middle. There's a fumble at the end, and Sutton recovers. 2nd quarter, Harrell going deep down the field. Michael Gilroy hauling it in. 2-point conversion, no good. It's a 14-12 game. Seafring broken up by Peter Oberg. And then Seafring with the pass. Huge stick over the middle, loose football, and Sutton recovers. The Sammies brought their hitting hats today. Sutton marching down the field. Nicholas Jepson in for the touchdown. Good push up front. And Sutton wins it by 1. A thriller, 27-26.
Play it like it's your last game. Don't have any regrets. All right? Do your job. Come out here victory. The turkey's going to taste awesome.
Whoa! Panthers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, the AD giving a little pregame speech. Hudson Marlboro, both teams honoring Trooper Thomas Clardy and his family before today's game. Teams wore Mass State Police and United States Marine Corps stickers to show their respect, and the family there to help start this historic game at Kelleher Field. 1st quarter, Panthers driving. Owen Capadonna up the middle for a 25-yard gain. Marlboro coming off the Central West playoff game where they lost to an Eastern Mass team in Falmouth, but battling on Thanksgiving, a little halfback option. Capadonna to Jake Dion for the score, 7-0. More Marlboro. It's Capadonna then shedding a tackler and smashing his way in for a touchdown. Physical guy is Capadonna, 14-0. Still in the first, midline handing to Luke Goulet. Goulet off for a big chunk of yardage. 34 yards for the senior captain. Then it's more from Capadonna, just punishing his way into the end zone. Panthers are up 21-0.
El Toro.
2nd quarter, Panthers in Hawks territory. It's Capadonna again. Capadonna going in, 3rd rushing touchdown. Pete Connie better give him a hot ball, slow him down or something. Marlboro wins 44-0.
Saying it all year. Okay, high school football is about making memories with your best friends. These are your best friends right here. Some of you guys, for the last time. This is the last game that this team is going to play together. This is it, okay? This is it. I want the seniors, we talked about it last night, okay? We appreciate everything you've done for our football program. You're leaving it in better shape than when you got here. Get out of this what you want to get out of it. Make memories. Be proud of what you do on this field today. Everybody, younger guys, underclassmen are going to be playing for you today and preparing to get ready for next season. It's all about us today. It's all about us. Okay, I don't care about them, I care about us and what we do. Make memories that are gonna last a lifetime. A lifetime. This is our day today. It's all about Woolly Pride today. Let's go, bring it up.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
Let's go!
All right, Millbury and Grafton renewing their rivalry this morning. Great job by Coach Ray Richards, the Millbury coach.
Most
First
stylish
drive.
coach in high school football.
Oh, no doubt about that. First drive and the Woolies moving the ball. Xavier Robles, tough 13-yard run for the Millbury first down. Grafton defense ending the drive. Miles Flores and his buddies there defensively to stuff the play. How about a shout out to the special teams? John Ruman, outstanding punt and great coverage from Charles Pacelli. 1/3 of the game is special teams.
Chuck doing it.
Grafton with a ground attack, and it was tough early on. Jackson Sonnet spinning through tacklers. Sonnet, tough run down to the Millbury 45.
It's my dad's neighbor's nephew, I think. All right, you want a little, I'll bring that right back.
Scoreless first quarter. Grafton wins.
He's going to get in a touchdown.
28-7. It was called back.
Called back.
Seniors, end of the journey. End of the journey ends today. How it ends is how your effort today. How it ends. Freshmen, sophomores, juniors, play your tails off to these guys today. Play your tails off to these guys today. Not many things you do in life that end when you're 17 or 18 years old. So for about 12 of you today, I'm pretty sure this is your last time you play tackle football. Okay?
Last time. Make it a memory. Soak it in. Look around. This usually isn't our locker room. Look around. When you look back on high school, you're going to look back on today. It's going to be the first moment that you think about when you go to your reunions. What we did on Thanksgiving the last time we played together. Make a memory.
17, 18 years old, that's when Kevin stopped wearing the mullet. Some things do end. Doherty and Burncoat first quarter. Charlie Payton recovering the fumble, pacing for Doherty. Then it's Tajon Vassar plowing into the end zone, 6-0 Highlanders.
That was the end of the Flutie do.
People still miss that.
17 years old.
30 years ago, that great Hail Mary, not too long ago.
That's right.
2-point conversion, only the center and guards tackle spread out. Vassar, direct snap for 6.
Yeah, they're spreading it out some wild and wacky.
Chris Schoen then flings it out to Kenny DeJesus, a little shake and bake across the field. And DeJesus not done. He's going to come towards your living room. He's going to ask, hey, do you have any extra stuffing? Good pursuit by Burncoat. Then sets up Vassar. Up the gut for the touchdown. Made it 15-0 Highlanders.
Vassar's just a sophomore, too.
Yeah, a lot of talent there. Next Doherty possession, it's Ethan Decker. Great defensive open field tackle for the Patriots. Shown then, airing things out. Jack Whalen going in for a score. Doherty gets the win, 32-14.
You have one more chance today to honor your town, and they will honor you. You carry yourself with class and dignity. Let that come out again today. Show that emotion you showed that Auburn night. Greatest moment in my life was that night because of you guys, the way you conducted yourself all summer long and that night. Lose your minds today? Let's feast on David Prouty today. 3 times.
Tim Griffiths, no one better.
Where'd he get that hat?
No one better. Lester and Prouty. I believe Bill Belichick gave it to him.
Oh, that's nice.
And this is the 47th meeting of the Battle of Breezy Bend. Second play, Lester's Nathan Powers gets into the open field. Look out, Cookout, he is gone. Give him second helpings of the mashed potatoes and gravy today. 45 yards for the touchdown. Lester up 7-0 early on. More Lester. Kyle Padini on the sweep. Gets the corner. He's running so fast, it's just a blur.
Yeah.
Prouty alum, Pam Larson. He gave her a wave as he went by. 50-yard touchdown for the junior. 13-0 Lester. Prouty defense still bringing it. Powers back to pass. Joseph Girton with the big sack. Girton putting a hurt. Lester striking. Powers finding the mad stork, Matt Morrow. Morrow 16 yards on the touchdown. 19-0 Leicester.
You have to tackle Morrow at the 5 so he doesn't stretch to the end zone.
Can I get a dub? Second quarter, Daniel George powers another Wolverine score. Add the 2-point conversion, 27-0 Leicester in front. No quit in David Prouty, though, your favorite player, Darryl Beer Jr. Last time on the frenzy for him. He's up the middle, land of 6 for Beer Jr. Leicester gets the win today, though, 34-14, your final.
And Leicester High School football.
All right, Algonquin and Westboro in a contested affair, 14-14 at the half here on Thanksgiving. Ryan Berry to Alec Luby, smashing his way into the end zone. T-Hawks take a 21-14 lead. Next Algonquin drive, Max Sarasoli diving over the goal line for the touchdown. The T-Hawks are up 28-14. 4th and inches for Westboro. They try to sneak, but that big D-line for Algonquin steps up. T-Hawks would get the ball back. Then it's Sarasoli finding a hole, bouncing around, and a 20-yard gainer just tripped up at the end. A couple plays later, it is Brett Sherman, and Sherman marching to the end zone again. 35-14, that's your final. Algonquin taking home the hardware on Turkey Day. Great year for the T-Hawks.
I mean, it's the best feeling ever. It's surreal. It's the last game, I could ever play, and for me to, come out on top and for our teams to come out on top, it means everything.
This is a big rivalry. They came out ready to fight. It was a fun game to play in, and we did what we needed to do to come on top. The linemen blocked great, and it was just really fun to run the ball on them. They did a great job, and it was just it was a big win for us and big rivalry.
It's awesome. I got a lot of friends back from last year's team and just people that already graduated from the school, so it's nice to see them back, and it's nice to go get the win for them.
you know, the community of Northborough and Southborough makes games like this special. The Algonquin-Westborough rivalry is one that's unlike many others in the state. It's such a great community today. Both towns, you know, from Northborough and Southborough come together to support us. Westborough people come and support Westborough, and it makes the day and what these kids are all about, playing together one last time to celebrate in front of their family, something special.
Yeah, that is special. Great to see the trophies out there. Great to see that tradition. Strike up the band. Auburn in Holy Name. Third quarter, it's 14-0 Auburn in front. Jake LaPearl forcing the fumble. Andrew Savage recovers for Auburn. It sets up Steve Saucier. On the QB sneak, Sauce with a second effort. 21-0 Auburn. Wow. Holy Name then. Going for the fake punt and throwing. Dakota Iguanagu. Great defense, and he breaks it up. And now we got Saucier. At the controls, four-year starter, rolling, firing. Alex Hammond hauling it in on the sideline, and it's a first down for the Rockets. Saucier continuing his aerial circus, firing a bullet to Iguanagu between defenders for the touchdown, 27-0 Auburn. Auburn wins 27-0. Give him the cup.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, boy.
Listen, hey, very simple, guys. That trophy's been with us for 3 straight years now. Since the beginning of this rivalry. It's 3 straight years it hasn't left our hall yet. Seniors, it's your last day to play football. Let's stick a couple people. That trophy does not leave our school. You got it? Let's go. Hey, PB on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Battle of the Buffums, and they got Gordy Cook on the chain crew.
I love it.
Carl's Diner is represented on the sticks. Gordy just trying to figure it out. First quarter, Bay Path's Christian Keeler airing things out. Ben Paquette is there behind the defense, and he's loose. 72 yards, throw and catch, 7-0. Minutemen right out of the gate. That was the first play from scrimmage for the offense of Bay Path. More Bay Path, Pat Dyer. Dyer making some moves and shedding a tackler for a touchdown. 14-0 Bay Path, still first quarter. And they were explosive early. Keeler finding Travis Gillespie, and Gillespie's in for a touchdown. 20-0 Minutemen. Bay Path D doing some things, doing some work of their own. Joshua Troy with the pick, and Troy setting up Bay Path in Oxford territory.
Dun, 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 dun. The men of Troy.
And it sets up big Matthew Pecor. Pecor's rolling the train, heading to the end zone. 34-yard score, 27-0 Bay Path. They hadn't run 10 plays offensively at that point. Oxford responding on special teams. Jason Panian. Watch Jason go. Makes a move, and there he goes. Gets a great block, 85 yards. O-Town with the response. They got the 2-point conversion, made it 27-8. Bay Path answers. Keeler scrambling. Keeler is going to go in for a touchdown of his own. It was 34-8 after the first quarter. Bay Path wins 47-22. They send out assistant coaches Tony Salvaggio and Rocky Thompson with a win. Those guys have been around forever and doing great things. Congrats.
Now we got Air Shirley and Littleton. The Air Shirley band warming up the crowd. First quarter. Littleton has it first and goal on the 2. Eric Rocker taking it in for the TD. Littleton going for 2. Anthony Rossa going to take it himself in for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Air Shirley. Stephen Lawton on the play fake. Lawton on the keeper. Lawton gets around the end. And Lawton taking the loaf all the way home to the bakery. He stays in bounds. 81 yards on the touchdown run.
Do you take it home from the bakery or
I don't
to
know.
the
I'm
bakery?
saying take it to the bakery.
All right. Return this bread.
Now in the second quarter, Littleton on the 2-yard line. It is Rossa again in for the touchdown. Littleton going for the 2 extra points. Rossa again. 48-12. Littleton a winner today. So there you go. One of the great traditions I love about Thanksgiving Day football is all these coaches, and they're so generous to allow us into their locker room, allow us into their pregame speech, because it's such a big part of Thanksgiving Day football in the emotion, especially for the seniors. Last time for many of them, as Sean Mulcahy said, they will ever play football. They'll ever put on the helmet and shoulder pads. So we thank all the coaches. We heard from Tim Griffith there, and we heard from Ryan Daly and Ryan Richards, just Ray Richards, rather. Thanks so much to the coaches for bringing us into your locker room, Mike Dubzinski, because it's a huge part of the game that people get to see, maybe for the first time, maybe some relive their high school football career and remember what it was like there where they had the butterflies and how special that last game your senior year is.
Yeah, we love those speeches. Some of the ones that we can't even show are even better sometimes. And you know what? How about the Auburn Rockets coming back? First home Thanksgiving Day game in 5 years. They haven't played on Thanksgiving Day in Auburn since that last rivalry kind of went away. And the Auburn Rockets respond with a big win, and they come back with wins over Quabbin, a really good team, and against Holy Name here to close out their season with 9 wins. 9-2, pretty good year for Auburn. They honored their 2005 Super Bowl club in this game as well.
Yeah, and that Lester-Prouty game, we heard from Tim Griffiths before the game about wanting to finish strong, too, and being so proud of these players. And it started for us with the Top Cop game, the first broadcast of ours this year, and that great game between Auburn and Leicester and the way the towns came together to honor Officer Tarantino and his family and to raise money, $27,400 raised in that game to help the family. And then today, Leicester ends it on Thanksgiving Day with a big victory, and those players can walk off and they have life lessons. It's not just about wins and losses for that Leicester team. This season is about life lessons.
I love the way Ryan Barry and his Algonquin guys and the seniors kind of closed out their season as well with a win on Thanksgiving Day. Westboro, anything can happen on Thanksgiving. Westboro's always going to be tough and prepared and ready to go. It was a tie game at halftime. Barry and those guys step up. Algonquin had a memorable year. Maybe not where they want to be this time of year. They want to be playing in the state championship. But a win on Thanksgiving Day, they win their final game as seniors.
Yeah, and hats off to that Millbury team, too, playing so tough against Grafton, one of the best teams in the state. That's why the Indians will be playing for a state championship next weekend. Plenty more to come on the Frenzy. Stay with us.
Hold on.
All right, welcome back. Well, one of the great rivalries in high school football, Clinton and Neshoba, has been one of the great rivalries throughout the years. Now they get to renew it on Thanksgiving Day. Because of the new setup, they don't play each other during the regular season, but this is huge for both schools, for both towns. Jamie Tucker getting his Neshoba Chieftains ready for it.
We can start today. We played, 47 years ago or something. We haven't won on Thanksgiving. It's 3-0-1 them. 3-0-1 them. 50 years ago, well before my time, but just gonna put that out there. Okay? Now we have that, a start of a new rivalry, a chance to start a tradition today. That doesn't happen often, especially on Thanksgiving. That is something special. Today also is about the senior group and sending them out on a good note, sending them out with some memories, sending them out with some fun.
All right. So Jamie Tucker getting them ready. Scoreless game, second quarter. Jake fire. Into the end zone, and it is 7-0.
Neshoba, they look good.
Look at those new unis.
I'm telling you, they do it right up there.
Debuting them on Thanksgiving Day, they look bigger even, too.
They do it right.
Kyle Hume, of course, the Hume family, great football bloodlines there. Big run, getting it down to the goal line. Next play, it is Nate Mansour in for the touchdown, 14-0, Neshoba. 3 different players, 3 huge runs. That's how Neshoba does it. 2 minutes left in the half. Owen Fay, great pass to Breeze Hill. Nice little stop and go move by Hill. Splits the defenders, 21-0 Chieftains in front. Clinton driving, but the Neshoba defense coming up big. Oh, Max Perro picks it off. He high points the football. Perro looking for a big return. Clinton bowing up and throwing him to the turf. A few plays later, Owen Fay taking it into the land of 6 to finish out the half. 21-0 Neshoba at the end of the half. And Neshoba going on to win this one today.
One of the longest Central Mass long-standing rivalries, North and South. This is Wednesday afternoon at Foley Stadium, the Dave Shea matinee. First quarter, Javon Torres with the keeper. He's escorted by Darius Malavez and Miguel Amparo. 2-yard touchdown. Polar Bears rolling at 7-0. Here comes North again. Quasi Casey gets to the outside, still on his feet, big gainer down to the 7-yard line. Casey would cap the drive with a 2-yard score at the PAT, and North is up 14-0. After a fumble recovery, it's Casey again. Great team blocking downfield for North. Polar Bears getting out and getting after it. Touchdown made it 21-0. When you play your rivals, you play hard no matter what the score. Michael Amo on the sweep sells. Fabian Ojeda with a tackle for a 3-yard loss. North, Richard Amenamepong, 22-yard field goal. Would have been good from 42. 24-0 Polar Bears. More North. Colonels trying to air it out. It's picked off by Amoa. 19-yard interception return for a touchdown. North gets the win, 37-18.
This is your last hit, seniors. This is it. I know we had them in practice the other day, but this is legit. This is your last hits. Go after somebody. Play hard, all the way to the whistle. I want to see our challenger offensive line to stay on blocks. I challenge our defensive line to get off blocks and go make plays. I challenge our linebackers to read your keys and go make plays. And then our backs, our quarterbacks, our receivers, and our running backs, run and do not go down. Do not go down. I want to put a lot of points up with a lot of yards, and on defense, I want to give them nothing. It's all about our seniors today. Bring it in. Let's go.
All right, Worcester Tech, Abby Kelly, the commemorative coin made by the Worcester Tech Machine Shop in honor of the first game between these two schools, a new rivalry beginning yesterday. First quarter, first play from scrimmage, Abby Kelly's Emeka Ekwatu on the jet sweep, untouched, 51 yards to the house, 6-0 Bears. Worcester Tech answering right back. Adam Pasquale going up top to Nick Boyd. Boyd, good catch, sheds the defender. 43 yards to the end zone, and the Eagles taking a 7-6 lead. Abby Kelly running the option. Noah Christo keeps it. Good play fake. Christo getting to the outside. Foot race to the end zone, and the count of Monte Cristo taking it home for 6. 12-7, Bears taking the lead.
I like that. Good book.
Tech's ground game asserting itself. You are well read.
I am.
Devin Shaw getting to the outside. 13-yard gainer and a first down for the Eagles.
An inveterate reader.
Shaw punches it in from 9 yards out. Worcester Tech retaking the lead, 14-12, and Worcester Tech wins the first chapter, the first game of this rivalry, 49-24.
Cold up in Barrie last night, but the offenses from Lunenburg and Quabbin in their second ever Thanksgiving Eve matchup just heating things up. Ryan Malkowski to Travis Lamfer for 6. The game was tied at 6 in the first quarter. Malkowski, Lamfer just setting records wherever they go at this point. Blue Knights respond. Ben Cumming, the keeper, going untouched with great speed into the end zone. Add the 2-point conversion, 14-6. Lunenburg. Second quarter, Colby Smith powering in. Smith has a touchdown. Add the 2 points. We're tied at 14. Panther defense. Tyler Marcoux had back-to-back sacks on this possession and would force a punt. And that sets up Malkowski to Lamfer, a little slant, and he's into the end zone. Add the 2, it's 22-14, Quabbin. Late first half, here's Malkowski. Airing it out to Colby Smith, who's going for a touchdown. 28-14, that was just the half. 52-50, Quabbin comes from behind to win last night.
As I said before, you know what our goal is tonight, and it hasn't changed. Our goal tonight is that, very simple, we want to win the game. We win the game, number one, that gives us that winning season. Number one, that goes with our league championship that we have a piece of, all right? Secondly, winning sends the seniors out a winner. And you win, you have bragging rights. This is the first game between two schools, and you come back here 20 years from now, you'll have bragging rights.
All right, no one rings in Thanksgiving better. North Middlesex and St. Bernard's first quarter. Xavier Marty running the ball, and he is loose. Taking it down to the St. Bernard's 12-yard line. A few plays later, North Middlesex QB Joe Haskins hits Jake Hatchie on the screen. Hatchie flying to the end zone, breaks the plane, 6-0 Patriots in front. Still in the first. Patriots. Airing it out again. Parker Bigelow's back there for St. Bernard's, and he picks it off. Good defense from Bigelow. Bernardians on the goal line. James Xeris heading towards the end zone. Good defense from North Middlesex, causing the fumble, and they recover. Huge turnover. Second quarter now. St. Bernard's on the 3-yard line. This time, Bigelow around the end. Bigelow into the end zone. 7-6. Bernardians in front. St. Bernard's gets the win, 28-12. All right, Tuccio and Rosh think they are the leaders of this WB coaching staff, but we know it's Tolman.
Oh, hey, buddy.
First quarter, West Boylston and Assabet last night. 8-7 West Boylston in front. Cole McCoubry. The Cole train getting on the tracks. Into the end zone, 15-7 West Boylston in front.
Tuccio is never going to talk to you again.
That is true.
Yep.
Second quarter, Aztecs coming back. Tuccio will have some nice words for you at the end of this.
Yes.
Justin Phillips with a great fake. Phillips taking it around and in for the touchdown. 15-13 game now. Assabet going for 2. Phillips powering right into the end zone. Good push from that Aztec line. 15-15, we're all tied up. Sam Moore played a whale of a football game for Assabet. Moore coming in, Howie Long-like, and flinging the quarterback down for a sack. Assabet's Mark Juarez on the sweep. Juarez gets to the outside. Great speed from Juarez. Down the sideline to the end zone. 22-15, Assabet in front. Late in the first half, McCoubry with a long touchdown run. McCoubry's got the power, he's got the speed, he's got it all. Now in the second half, Cole will get a couple more touchdowns. He becomes the all-time career touchdown leader in a single season in Central Mass history. And then he is second all-time in state history in career rushing yards. West Boylston wins 45-33.
Wow. Monty Tech, Neshoba Tech, a Thanksgiving Eve tradition. 12-6 Monty at halftime. Third quarter, Monty Tech going for on 4th down, and they're stuffed. Vinny Aramo, Eli Norton on the tackle. The Vikings have the ball now, and Aramo's going to throw. Letting it fly. Chris Fusco in the end zone for the touchdown. We are tied at 12. Fourth quarter, Monty Tech looking to respond. Demetrius Sayara hurdling a man and goodbye. 19 yards to the house. The Bulldogs take a 20-12 lead. Vikings still in it, less than 2 minutes left, 4th and goal. Throwing to the end zone, broken up by Nate Aponte. The Bulldogs D comes up big. They go on to win this one, 20-12, the final.
All right, so you look at that new tradition, Worcester Tech and Abbey Kelly, and I love it. I love that the two city schools starting a new Thanksgiving Day rivalry, and 2 schools getting after it yesterday, hitting hard. Good win in the first game ever between these 2 schools by Worcester Tech. But Abbey Kelly, again, first full season of varsity football for Abbey Kelly. They played great, and that's a team and a school that's just going to get better and better year to year.
Yeah, credit to Matt Lemire and his staff. 5-5, Abbey Kelly in year 1 of varsity football. Ask a lot of these new programs how difficult that is at any level. I'm looking at Quabbin last night, and I've seen him now a couple of times. Both games we've been up to in Barrie, the teams have combined for more than 100 points. Same thing last night. Malkowski and Lamfer and the whole group up there, Sweeney, and they are exciting. I mean, it's an exciting offense to watch. They can really put up points. Malkowski's a guy you might want to keep your eye on because he can play, and they're a fun team. They're an enjoyable team. Buchanan does a nice job up there with Quabbin.
And you think about what that West Boylston coaching staff, too, had to do. A heartbreaking loss for the Lions in the state semifinals. They get up for their Thanksgiving Day game. Big win over Assabet, a tough team. Andrew Tuccio going out, retiring at the end of this year. So a great run by Tucci, his coaching career. He helped so many different players at different schools, too. Former head coach at David Prouty, and he was an assistant at North. But Tucci, a great coach and a great influence on young players. All right, man of the match time when we come back.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. Berterra Nissan of Auburn, Unibank, Pucci Spine Jewelry, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, the Sullivan Group, the Central Mass Safety Council, Mid-State Auto of Auburn, and Milford Federal.
All right, man of the match time. My man of the match goes to St. John's wide receiver Nick Pilata. 13 catches today, over 140 yards receiving. He made every big 3rd down and 4th down catch, getting the first down every time. A lot of tough yards for Nick Pilata. came to St. John's as a quarterback, got switched to wide receiver, didn't pout, worked his butt off to be the best wide receiver he could be. He's one of the best in Central Mass. Nick Pilato's my man of the match.
Jose Papi Miranda, Southbridge running back, linebacker, doing a little bit of everything. 4 touchdowns on the ground. He threw for 1 on the option, and he recovered the fumble that really was the turning point in the game. Papi, in his final game for Southbridge today, man of the match in the 96th meeting of that historic game.
We're not done. We have the Super Bowl, the state final Super Bowl edition of the Frenzy coming your way a week from this Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Couple teams playing in Gillette down there. And we'll have all those highlights for you a week from this Saturday. Special salute, too, to all of our Frenzy alums who are serving in the military and our armed forces, whether they be in the United States or overseas, and couldn't be home this year for Thanksgiving. Gino Perro, one of those from Northbridge, serving in the Air Force. But thank you to all of our Frenzy alums serving in the military.
It's what they do that allows us to enjoy this holiday.
It's a great day. It's a great tradition. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great Thanksgiving.